Hello, my friends, and welcome to our next camping adventure. Cheers to you, folks. Well, we definitely have a warm day out there, but it could be worse. But it's a good day for camping. So with that being said, my friends, let's get red fired up. Buckle up. Y'all grab a beverage of choice. Let's head down to that campground. You folks take care, and I'll see you when we get there. Let's go. All right, my friends, red is situated, but check this out. Holy catfish. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. I feel pretty fortunate this week, I'll tell you that, my friends. But I'll get into that later. But right now, well, let's get a couple things moved around and grab us a seat and just enjoy this. Holy cow. Appreciate y'all coming along. Y'all take care, and we'll catch up directly. Cheers to you, my friends. Oh my goodness, this is a perfect way to end this week. Let me tell you, my friends, I go to quite a few different campgrounds, and I have my, I guess, favorite spots, but by far this is my #1 favorite campsite to get. Holy catfishing, we got it. I can't believe it. Because, oh, in all honesty, I'm not going to tell you where I'm at, because this is not a big campground, and it's reservationless, so it's first come, first serve, and and I already have enough problems getting this campsite. I'm just being honest, my friends. But oh, I wish I had brought a fishing pole, but I'm not going to complain about that, because I'm pretty happy we are here. This is amazing. We got a fantastic view behind us for tonight. Oh my gosh, this is just going to be incredible. I'm excited. Oh my goodness. Oh, and on top of that, for dinner tonight, I'm going to make Queso Blanco burritos. And it's actually, it's my little spin on the Queso Blanco. And I like how it comes out. And it's pretty easy to put together. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh my gosh. This is just going to be a fantastic trip, my friends. I am excited. So everybody, I just want to tell you how much I appreciate y'all coming along on my little camping videos. I do, and this is going to be a great one. Oh my gosh. And we're shaded. The humidity's not too bad. That's going to change next week, that's for sure. Oh, but in all, I think it's going to be a really nice trip. So everybody out there, cheers to you, my friends. I'm going to kick back. We got probably a good hour or so before we even think about getting dinner ready. So I'm just gonna relax here by the water and watch the view and just enjoy the day. Everybody out there, y'all take care. And, we'll catch up directly. This might take a minute. All right, my friends, I think I got everything organized, but the first thing we need to do is brown up a pound of hamburger, which I've got just basic 80-20 here, so we're gonna get that started. And I'll be back when we get that browned up, and we'll get our seasonings in there. It's starting to get humid. All right, I've got the hamburger off the heat, so now we can get our and I drained the grease off. So now we can get our seasonings in there. And I just got some just original taco seasoning. There we go. And to that, we're going to add 1 1/4 cups of water, which is more than the package says, but there's a reason for that. There's 1. And print these jokers backwards. And 1/4. Now, what I have here is a 1/2 cup of instant rice that we're going to dump in here too. Give that a quick stir. And that's going to have to probably simmer for probably about, depends on your heat level, probably about, I'm going to guess 8 minutes. So we're going to keep an eye on it. So we're gonna give it about 2 minutes, and then we'll get started on the queso sauce, because that doesn't take very long at all. All right. Oh, excuse me. Now we'll get this queso sauce going, my friends. And what we're going to be, I think I got everything out here we need. We have, of all things, Campbell's white cheddar condensed soup. So we're going to break into this joker. And the rice is pretty much done, so I just turned the heat off on that. And to that, we're going to add 1 cup, not a can, 1 cup of just regular milk. And I use whole milk. Yep. Give that a quick mix. And what I have here is one of those small 4-ounce cans of diced jalapenos, drained. That whole thing in there. And the last thing we're going to add, oh, it's right here, 3/4 of a cup of shredded pepper jack cheese. Cover it up, heat it up, and really all we're waiting is for the cheese to get fully melted, so it makes more like a sauce. We don't want it stringy. So as soon as that's ready, my friends, we'll be ready to plate up. I'm getting hungry. Holy catfish. All right, my friends, the cheese sauce, Blanco sauce, whatever you want to call it, it's about done. So at this point, what I like to do, and it's just personal preference, is I have a diced up white onion. I don't cook it. I put it in the last minute. Woo. So when we plate up, it still has a little bit of a crunch to it. We're gonna mix that in a little bit. And cover it right back up. And I know this is getting really close. I'm going to go ahead and grab some plates so we're ready to go when it is. All right, my friends, we're ready to get it all plated up. Everything's all nice and done. I have just some shredded lettuce here. That's going to be our base. Let's see if we can make a burrito here. It's still pretty warm. I do a 2-plate method. Oh, I still can't park. Not very good at rolling these jokers up. Set that right there. Pardon me. I got most of the paper towel. All right, now let's put some sauce on here. Trying not to get it everywhere. There we go. Yep, that's still pretty warm. And the last thing I throw on there is some tomatoes. I have just a diced up tomato. If I can get them on the fork. All right, well. Ooh, got my hand right in that. And there we go. Oh, that's good. All right, my friends, give me a second and we'll move this over to the dining area. All right, my friends, let's eat. Ooh. It's warm. I'm perspiring a little bit. We've definitely had some neighbors move in too. Ah. All right, well, I brought a knife. I don't know if I'm going to need it or not. This is basically, it's almost like a smothered burrito. So let's break into this joker. I can get it to stay on the fork. Wow, that came out great. Try not to take too big of a bite. There we go. That is good, my friends. And I warmed up the tortilla shells by tossing them up in on the dash of red. It warmed up pretty good. Not sure what that noise is. I think somebody driving by on the outskirts of the camp. Oh, but for this sauce, now I drained the jalapenos, so it has a mild heat to it. If you want it a little bit more spicy, don't drain them. It's that easy. But with that white cheddar in there, it makes a pretty nice little flavor profile. I'll tell you what, my friends. All right, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and tear into dinner here because I'm getting pretty hungry and our sun's set. So everybody, appreciate you hanging in there this far. Y'all take care and we'll catch up after dinner. Somebody on a gator cruising the campground. Ah, definitely some good stuff, my friends. Holy catfish. We got a good amount to take home, my friends. So let me get our mess cleaned up and we'll get that campfire going. Cheers, my friends. Well, we've had a slight change of plans. We got everything all cleaned up, put away, and got the firewood out. It's still sitting over there by the campfire ring, actually. And I've changed my mind about the campfire because we've got no breeze anymore. The humidity is climbing. I'm drenched. I'm just soaking wet. And I'm thinking, I don't think I want to sit by a campfire. So my apologies for that, my friends. Oh my gosh, yeah, I am damp. Holy catfish. But that's this time of year. But hopefully the temperature should cool down. We've probably got maybe an hour of daylight left, somewhere around there. It's after 8 o'clock. Oh, but man, the water is nice and calm. It's like a mirror out there. That's amazing. So I'm definitely going to hydrate, my friends. Oh, I completely forgot earlier when I was sitting out here by the water. I forgot to mention it, and hopefully it comes out on the footage. But as I was sitting here, a big old white crane landed on the other side of the water. So I sat here for a good little bit watching him cruise around the edge of the bank fishing. That was pretty neat. Holy cow. Whew, gotta hydrate. Oh, and I did bring plenty of water because I had a feeling it was going to be warm down here. Oh my gosh. But it seems, actually it doesn't seem like it really got warm until, well, maybe it's just me moving around from dinner or whatnot, but it actually seemed to get warmer than when we first got here. Holy cow. But I digress, my friends. Oh, dinner worked out great. Oh, I'm stuffed. I got plenty to take home, so I'm happy about that. That's for sure. I'll definitely be eating that tomorrow. Oh, and also, we had a gentleman just swung by the campground. He's a local down here, and I know him. And he said he comes by the campsites and sells firewood. He stopped by, and we talked for a good little bit. Apparently he's been having he's the only one, but he's been having some really good luck fishing. And I said, I wish I'd brought my pole. Oh my gosh. But he's a nice fellow, I'll tell you that. But what he did tell me was that there are definitely, I guess, when we left, there was a chance of rain tonight, and it's no longer a chance. At some point in time, we've got some definite weather that's going to come through here. So hopefully that doesn't mess up our morning, but we'll see how it goes. Well, my friends, I just want to tell you how much I appreciate y'all coming along on these little camping adventures of mine. I truly do. This was a great one. We got my favorite campsite, so heat or not, I'm pretty pleased. Well, everybody out there, I think I'm just going to relax out here for the rest of the evening, and then probably call it a night. And we've already got reds all opened up, and I've got I'll get the fan out. We'll be enjoying that this evening, that's for sure. So everybody out there, y'all take care, and I'll see you in the morning. It's warm, my friends. Well, we got a rain this morning, my friends, so bear with me. We're headed up into town here to get some coffee. Oh my goodness. Good morning, campers. Cheers to you, my friends. We got some Casey's coffee this morning because it's raining. It's starting to let up now, so, but yeah, I was pretty much prepared for the, since we talked to that gentleman last night, I knew it was probably going to rain, so I had, Red pretty much organized so that if it was raining this morning, I'd just hop up here and go get coffee, and that's exactly what we did, my friends. But this was a great trip. I was so excited we got that campsite that we did. But it was unfortunate I didn't bring a fishing pole because really I wasn't overly optimistic that we would get that campsite. So I just didn't consider bringing one. But I plan to get back down there probably a little bit closer to fall. And this time I will bring a pole because that's actually a good for a campsite. I've caught fish there quite often. So we'll be giving that a shot later down the road. Well, my friends, the gas station is starting to get busy, so I think we're going to get Red fired up and head on home. So, my friends, appreciate y'all coming along on my little camping adventures. I truly do. So y'all take care, and as always, I'll see you soon. Let's go.